Huh, that's strange. It's in my ears. Well, can you hear me now through mono? I unplugged the EAD. Yeah, I'm on the EAD. So it was probably the cable. It was just working. Let me know. Can you hear anything now? Cool, thanks, brother. Yeah, sometimes it's just the connection between the device and obviously the EAD's way over here, and my camera and my device is way over there, and I'm reading comments from over here. So, you know, you know how it goes. Electronics. But I just got a new phone, so you kind of just hopped in. I don't know if you were lurking or not, but I just got a new phone, and by the grace of God, it works with the EAD, because the EADs had a lot of problems with software and updating correctly. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And then you have to wait for them to do all of their... Where's that? All of their updating and, getting all their drivers to work together and all that. Okay, trying to get everything straightened out over here. There we go. I was like, where's my latch back here? Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, how you doing, man? Sounding all right now? Too loud, too soft, just right. You have to imagine that's the snare right next to the mic, so other stuff's gonna be quiet. Left-handed. I had to adjust while playing. Too loud, too soft. Well, it's probably too loud, if anything. But how's that sounding, brother? At least the levels. I know my drumming could be a little better, but I'm tired. Trying to make sure that all my levels are set, though. I don't have a click going, so I'm just freestyling it here. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. And then watch everyone disappear as soon as I play a Latin groove or some jazz. As soon as I do anything like that, they're all gone. So yeah, I'm pretty much I'm a groove drummer. So I put most of my licks into my playing, as you can see, and I have a bad habit of playing a fill after one bar of my groove. So yeah, I'll try to stay a little bit more in control of my playing. Let's play. Should we do linear, stacked, syncopated? What should we do here, folks? Bossa Nova? Yeah. Oh, you want the Bossa Nova? Okay. Cowboy? I'm a Southern. If I'm saying dude a bunch and hey, what's up, bro? I'm not from Texas, and I'm not a cowboy. I'm definitely from Southern California. Yeah. Well, what would you like to hear? 3-2 bossa, 2-3 bossa, 2-2 bossa? What kind of bossa? Let's just do actually let's do a 2-3. So we'll do a. Get that ostinato in your feet, and then you get. Yeah, but I'm trying not to blast you away with this ride over here. So once I went over here, I was like, oh, that's probably way too loud for you. Yeah, you know, it's actually a cooler tune or a cooler groove. It's called the batucada, and it's part of the same thing. Sorry, now my iPad's covering up my mic function where you hit it twice and then it's a talkback feature. So anyway, I'm just getting close to the mic so you can hear me. But yeah, it's called the batucada, and let me remember. And it's tricky because it's not a 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. It's quite quick. It's like, and it starts with 1 and 4 and. But even faster than that. I gotta slow down for myself. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. More like that. Hard to count and playing it that quick too. It's kind of like tap dancing while you're playing. Both feet on the ostinato. So kind of that's the hard part, is keeping the ostinato in your feet while you're doing that. wants to say hi. Come over here, Jack. That's the Batucada. Poorly done by Blake Nunn. I haven't practiced it forever, dude. But it's 1 and E and 4 and 1 and 4 and E and 4 and 1 and oh, sorry, I'm counting. So 1 and E and 4 and 1 and E up and 4 and. That's how you would count it. Yeah. Sorry, sometimes I have to play on my legs, so that way I'm still getting that under my, you know what that is if you're a drummer. But yeah, it's a cool groove. It's a cool groove, except you have to tap dance at light speed. And unfortunately, my legs are my weakest part of my drumming. So tap dancing at light speed is a little hard for me at the moment. And the cool thing about the EED, or the bad thing, if you're that type of drummer, is you can hear all your mistakes so clearly that you're like, oh man, it doesn't sound good. But then when you're not playing through the EAD and things aren't blasting into your headphones, it sounds totally, you're like, oh yeah, I'm right on time, so it sounds great. And then you listen back on the EAD and you're like, wait, no, I wasn't. Yeah, it's a cool groove if you're into Latin stuff. Yeah. But it's basically, instead of playing while you're playing 8 notes on the hi-hat, then you have to play it. It's tricky. It took me a while to figure out the Batucada, and obviously I'm still figuring it out myself. Hey, that's cool. Right on. There you go, Judy. That's what's up. Yeah, very cool. You guys don't just want to hear me noodle around though, so but I do a lot of just independent solo stuff and creating and orchestration. I just like to kind of, you know, come out, sit out here, have my little I don't know, time to my own and introspection and kind of reach in theta state sometimes. So playing kind of a James Brown-ish groove there. You know, I'm a one-footed player, so all of my 16ths come out at 1 foot. Oh, thanks, Judy. The Groove Tube intro? No, I don't. But I'll look it up. There are many groove tunes, so I don't know if this one's called exactly Groove Tune. And are you talking about the Donkey Kong one, like the old Donkey Kong groove tune? I don't know. Here, let me look. Let me look at what you're talking about. That wasn't it. That was a totally different issue. I did not want. Which groove tune? Which can you tell me who it was by? It was a movie. And the name was Groove Tube. Groove Tube. The movie. Movie. Intro. Song. Let's try that. What are we coming up with, Judy? Oh, I think I found it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those types of tunes, those are cool. So that's kind of like, I mean, that group's in a lot of stuff, but yeah. That one? Does that kind of sound like the one I was playing before? Yeah, the other one's just on the offbeat. I see what you're saying, though. Yep. But the other one, the James Brown groove, is more like... So you put it on the offbeat. That 1, 2, off. Off. That's what makes it a little groovy. A little groovier. But yeah, it's very similar to that. Yeah. It's similar. It is similar. Also, I have this whole part of my pad coming off. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to flip you off. But this whole pad of my finger's off, so it's my trigger finger, and yeah, it hurts. So I'm basically playing without these two front fingers. But we figure a way out. Oh, we figure a way out. I like having this light right on this side. That's gonna help playing with the EAD too. Sorry, I hope I'm not smashing you guys away there. But this way my ride's not gonna be right over the mic every time I'm playing. This way I can have a soft ride, you know? But you guys can still hear it. Yeah, I played pretty forcefully right there on the pad where I have no pad on my finger. So I was like, ow! Really quick, sorry about that. Yeah, that's the groove. Yeah, if you play, so it's basically, well, I know. Are you a drummer, Judy? I don't know. You like the drums, but I don't think you're a drummer, right? But you like hearing them. That's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, if you're counting it, and that's the key to everything. I'm a teacher, so I teach reading and counting is like crucial, and technique, which I'm a poor example of currently, with a giant band-aid on my sugar finger. But the groove is 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. So if you know how to count stuff, Judy, I swear, everything fits. So I teach my students to analyze first, then practice the groove second. Then once they've internalized the groove as best they can with their muscle memory, then we put it into practice, playing it to songs, that kind of stuff. But there's a method to my madness, I promise, and I have a whole curriculum I use and all that stuff. So I use Alfred's. Alfred's is good stuff. I mean, it really is. I've used quite a few different books, and Alfred's starting. Let me just go grab a couple so I can show you. There's one right behind me on the ground. This is also crucial. This goes all the way back to Civil War drumming. Very important book. And then we get into the drum set books. And there are multiple of these, and there are multiple of each book. So there's book 1, book 2, book 3. Book 1, book 2, book 3 of each series, basically. So all stick control stuff, how to count, how to read, all notation, that kind of stuff. And then after that, then we get into the books and learning full grooves and that kind of stuff. But with my really good students, I let them cheat and I teach them grooves right away. So, can't really help myself because I know that's what kiddos come to learn. They want to play the full drums. They don't want to just sit there and But you got it. Practice pad's your best friend. Practice pad's your best friend. Mine's right here. Oh, my gear's sitting on top of it. But and guess what my stand is? Another tom is a floor. My floor tom is my camera stand today. So, but yeah. I also like creating a lot of wacky sounds too, and kind of just turning the snares off. And right now I've got a ring on this because this is a solid brass, and then I put solid brass die-cast hoops on it, so it has a lot of ring to it. But that's with the snares off. It's a pork pie, custom pork pie, but that's how it would really sound if I didn't have it muffled. But I do enjoy taking off from time to time. All right, guys. Well, that might be. I don't know. Still just practicing. And when I'm noodling like that, you know, that's not exactly playing grooves that everybody likes. Anybody here that is a drummer and wants to learn a very cool tuba, Phil? Yeah, very cool. Very cool, Judy. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. I got my mind off of it. That's a cool Steve Gadlick. Man, I haven't practiced that in forever. I got to remember that one too. That's how I started to use it too. Oops. Just moving it around. It's a tricky one though. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Left, left, right, right, left, left, kick, right. That's just the first half. Okay? So you're doing left, and then back to your left hand. So it's left, left, right, right, left, left, kick, right. And then left, left, right, right, left, left, kick, kick to make the full bar. So you're basically doing if you count it as 16ths, but you're supposed to play it as 30 seconds. That's the hard part. Yeah, that's a tricky one, but it's a very cool one because then you can move it all around the kit. Create fills with it and all sorts of stuff, but he creates it basically as a hat and snare lick. Very cool though. It's very cool. But the tricky part for righties is that you have to start with the left hand, so we always start the right on accident, and then we end up in the wrong place. We're like, oh, no, wait, no, we're supposed to start with the left hand. Oops. And you can start it with beat 1 too, but on the bass drum, I should say. But you can also just start it with your left hand. So it's like. But then every time thereafter, it's 2 notes at the end. So it's. That's kind of what you want it to sound like. Whoops. It's tricky to use the lick too. Like that is what you're doing. Right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Try to get that rim shot in there with the right hand. Triplets though. Triplet stroke roll in my hands. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5. So 8. I guess 30-second notes total. That's a cool one. It's just based off of right, left, kick, kick, right, left, kick, kick, right, and then you turn it into a closed stroke roll. But the foundation is just yes, sirs and ma'ams. So what's up, everybody? How you doing? What you guys got planned for the rest of your evening? I know what I could do. Have a little fun with these. Like if you can play full gusto with like, you know, dynamics that you normally use while playing, while trying not to blow ears away on YouTube, then you can play with normal sticks. But see, if I'm playing with, well, these are nylon brushes. So you can spread them out. You can create them into brushes if you kind of really spread them out. And they have a little stopper here at the bottom. A little gasket, I guess. And you can move it towards the top, and then it tightens them all together and turns it into a stick. Well, a stick. But now they're all tight. See, now they're all bundled together instead of in a spread form, more like a brush. So, anyway, they're cool. That way you can play with them, you know, kind of as loud as you want and not worry about being too loud for people. Cool. Right on. Yeah. I usually do the same thing before I'm going to bed. Doom scrolling. Now I'm trying to get some energy out. Enough energy where I'm just like so tired I go to bed tonight. I'm just like, ugh. So. See, the thing is I can play some tunes, and I have a PA system I can blast, but the drums are definitely going to overpower any tunes that I play. So I have to use the room mic to balance when I'm playing PA songs. So unfortunately, guys, you're stuck with just me. I'm sorry. I know. Just soloing. Just hanging and soloing. No songs currently. But yeah, I have a whole PA system back behind me, and if I plug in the USB mic to the device, then we can get the PA and the drums and everything together. But this sounds so much better with just, you know, with just drums playing, and with me just talking to you and everything, hanging out. exercises in like that, you know? And then playing, you know, like 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4. And if you play eighth notes up here, we call it syncopation, Judy, because what we're playing down here in the bass drum doesn't match what we're doing in our hands, and it's very hard to figure that out coordinationally when you're first starting, because your hand's up in the air sometimes when the bass drum's coming down, your hand's down it when it's coming down sometimes it comes down on the second note, sometimes it comes down on the first note, so they're tricky patterns. They are tricky patterns. But what we're playing up here is we're playing eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then down here if we're playing 16th notes, we're playing like 1 E and 3 and 4, 1 E and 3 and 4. Up here I'm doing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do that. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 E. Ah man, 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4. See, if I play it too slow, I can't play it slow. 1 E and 3 and 4, 1 E and 3 and 4, 1 E and 3 and 4, 1 E and 3 and 4. So that would be syncopation, because up here I'm just doing this. Well, down here, da da da, da da ba, da da da, ba ba ba, da da da, 3 and 4, 1 E and 3. Stacked would be 1 E and 3 and 4. If I'm playing 16ths in both up here and the bass drum, 3 and 4, 1 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 3 and 4 and. So it just depends. We call that playing stacked. Well, those are 16th notes, and what I was playing earlier were called eighth notes. And what comes before that are called quarter notes. So if you just take it, we're taking 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 16 is 32. So there's it is math. It's simplish math, but it's still math. And then when you're playing different time signatures, like right now, Judy, I'm playing in 4, right? Where I'm counting everything in 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? But you can play in other, we call them meters. So for example, playing in something in 7. This would be 7 over 8. And I don't want to get all nerdy and get into drum talk. But playing in 7 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll play it really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. So once you get the feel of playing within that meter, then it's a little easier to play. It's kind of like rushing the beat, so it makes you feel lopsided a little bit. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. So it feels like beat 1's kind of sneaking up on you. But then we have things like take 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Right? So there's things like Dave Brubeck's Take 5. That's in 5. And you count it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. It's got a swing feel though. Most 5s do. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's different meters to play in. But yeah, I've been just playing everything in 4, rocking out with 4. That's mostly like what the kiddos like to hear nowadays, Miss Judy. But as you can tell, I'm a little eclectic, and I like to play everything. So these things work pretty well with the EAD. That way, like, I can play loud dynamics, but it's not blasting you away, you know? I mean, I know that's loud on you, but that's as loud as it's going to get. With sticks, you're going to get blasted away. Alright, I think that might be it for the live stream, guys. Unless you want me to play anything before I go. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, now that I have this phone that'll do that, yeah, that's a great idea, Dewey. Once it saves back, and then I can just download the video and take some clips out. You're right. Yeah, great idea. But I think what I'm going to do now, before I completely run out of energy and pass out, it's hot in here. I got the air conditioning going. Is I'm going to do one cover and post a cover. It's a short song. It's called Fugue State by Wolfpack, and it's very groovy. Judy, I suggest you look up the song if you've never heard it. Wolfpack, amazing players. Most of them are from the North Texas Jazz Conservatory. So they're just like killer trained. Same people in Snarky Puppy and Wolfpack and, you know, all those guys. And they share different bands together. But yeah, Wolfpack has a cool tune. And hey, actually, let's put it on really fast and let me know how loud it is through the EAD when I play it with the PA, okay? Let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, now we're getting some feedback. Sorry guys. Okay, let's see if this works. I want to hear it in my ears too. Let's see what it sounds like.
That was intentional, just, you know.
But tell me it's the right choice.
I'm really blasting the PA though. How's that sound? Oh, stank face right away. Stank face right away. I can't help myself. I gotta play along to it. Quickly though, in chat, it sounds good. Really? Like, is it really quiet compared to when I'm talking, playing drums, and that kind of thing? Let's see. I'll play with these sticks with the brush sticks in brush mode. Half brush mode. We'll go half brush mode, half speed. Okay. And then I'll play along to it and we'll see how it sounds. How are the levels? That was my first time ever experimenting with this new phone, playing with some brushes while playing with the PA going. How's the mix? Song too loud? Drums too loud? I know I saw this sounds good, but is the drums too loud or the song too loud, Judy? Or just everything's cool? Everything's cool and cool? All right, here we go with 1962. Or 1612. What am I talking about? 1962. 1612. It's a good tune.
Frank Sinatra. cold in my heart. I go one take, one take, one take, one two, oh oh. Well, it's cold in my heart. I go one take, one take, one take, one take, one take, one take. Well, it's cold in my heart. One take, one two.
Those are groovy tunes, Judy, huh? Do you like them? Have you heard of Wolfpack? Do you know them? They're great. And they have, like, the widest discography you've ever seen in your life. And then if you check out, dang, what's his name? The guitar player. Corey Wong. Corey Wong's groups, too. Trying to get this gasket back on. It's going to take me a while stretching it out, getting all these back in here. Probably shouldn't waste my time doing that right now on the live stream, though. I'll get it back on there myself. Huh? But yeah, one of the gaskets came flying out. But was that a good mix? Was it cool? As far as the drums and the PA system together, is that a good mix? Everything sounding pretty good? I appreciate you, Judy. Thanks for hanging out. Oh. Oof. You know what I should do? I just put a rubber band around these and then put the gasket. There we go. Use your brain, dude. I'm all trying to fit them on. I was just like squeezing them together. Just wrap them real tight with a rubber band. Throw that on top. Boom! There we go. So, besides me, how's everyone else doing? Everybody cool? Having a good day? Woof. And then I'll give you just a little sneak peek at the studio here, Judy, if you want to take a quick little look around. And yeah, you're going to hear quite a bit of air going, because I've got to have the air conditioner plus a fan on me while I'm playing, so I don't completely pass out while I'm playing. But here's the kit I'm playing on. This is a Tama Star Classic, if it matters, but yeah, it's a Tama kit. It's purty. It's purty. And then I'm playing it with a brass snare. And then I've got my Bach kit set up over here for all my little kiddos and for all my little gigs. And it's such a fun kit to play, this kit. It's rad. And it's my only DW. But this little kit, oh my goodness, how much it costs. It's called the Frequent Flyer. Can you still hear me all right? Can you still hear me all right? It came disconnected earlier and then didn't. Then I've got another kid over there. Thank you. And then I've got my snare rack over there. Kind of blinded by the lights. Blinded by the lights. Racked up like a deuce and I'm a runner in the night. Some Elton John. But yeah. So, then I've got just a bunch of, cymbals randomly stacked, and, well, there's another kit in there, too. But yeah. And then here's my couch, so you can see that. where I kind of keep all my cymbals out to change my sounds very often. And then this is the stand I'm using. So I'm literally just using another floor tom from the other kit as my stand for this one. Can you still hear me okay, Judy? Or did it come disconnected? You still hear me all right? Are we still plugged in and you guys can hear? Thank you. Yeah, there's a talkback feature on this, Judy. So you can hear it now. Now I can just sit up here, kind of be away from the mic, and you can hear me much louder. But if you forget to turn it off while you then start playing, oh boy, are you going to make some people mad on YouTube. You're going to blast their eardrums away. And I already made that mistake twice today. I haven't used the EAD with a phone in a long time, and just checking to make sure it works with my new phone. You don't really need to see me, to be honest with you. You just need to see part of me, my hands and my feet, really. And see, even with the brushes, I forgot to turn the talkback off. So now I'm blasting you away even with brushes. My goodness. That should sound better. Okay, well, I'm glad to find that at least maybe the PA might work. Might work with the EAD playing without having to use the room mic or the USB, room mic. That would be nice. That would make my life much simpler. Let's see what else they got. One more tune and then we'll call it. Gotta make sure I don't get any reverb. Okay, right there. Right about there. Never heard this song. A little musical joke in there too. Oh, I see a new person. Hello, new person. How you doing today? Yeah, have your stuff. Yeah, I was playing that early. That's what I was saying. Like the kiddos like more of the rock stuff and that. But I'm right now we're kind of doing a little experiment. So I'm straight hooked up to my EAD and then playing songs through a PA system. And obviously I'm thinking the drums are gonna overpower any of the songs. But Judy's saying the mix is pretty good. But that was with the brushes, not playing with the sticks. So yeah, if you want me to play some heavier stuff, sure. Yo, what's up? But yeah, dude, I play rock. I play rock, fusion. I wouldn't really call myself a jazz drummer, but you know, I play a little bit of everything. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing heavier, like... even groove, making it a groove even if I'm playing rock, you know? But if you want it to be like... or like straight 16ths on the bass drum. Lick to fit in there. It's always good to practice the purdy shuffle, putting the purdy shuffle into a heavy lick. It's hard to do. It's hard to figure out how to fit it in sometimes. So if you're playing like it's a tricky lick. Because you're basically playing a halftime lick and the purdy shuffle. It's cool though. It's fun. But yeah, I play heavier stuff, dude. Or dudette. Whomever you may be. Hey, Chris. What's up, brother? Haven't seen you in a fortnight and a furlong. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was playing... this other lick was kind of cool too, man, that I was playing earlier. Instead of the Steve Gadd lick, that's the left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Left, left, right, right, left, left, kick. That's supposed to be played as 30-second notes. You're gonna 1 E on the 2 E on 3 E on the 4 E on a 1. 2 E on 3 E on the 4 E on a 1. But it's hard because you have to start with your left hand, and it's supposed to sound more with 30 seconds, like. It's tricky to play. But I appreciate that. Or play it as a diddle diddle. So instead of traditional way, and Chris knows this, but when I come over with my right hand, I'm playing a diddle diddle, and it's a paradiddle diddle. So right, left, right, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. And then I'm playing beat 3 with my right hand. So. Rather than traditional way. Whoops. I'm like, I just almost played it the other way. Ah! Come come on. Right when Chris shows up. And I'm like, what happened to me? I'm trying to play the 2-bar version, that's why. Yeah. Anyway. Dude, Chris, good to see you, man. How have you been? Yeah, 100%, dude. And chat, listen to Chris. He's an amazing drummer. Go check his channel out. We've done a couple collabs together. But he is a professional drummer for the services, so he is absolutely amazing. Let me go turn this PA off because I'm getting feedback every time I'm talking or doing anything. Or should I play one more song with the brushes? I could do one more song with the brushes with one missing gasket, or we can turn the PA off. I'll probably just noodle around for a few minutes and then end the stream. Yeah. But that's great. That's good, dude, if you're doing lessons. You'd be, man, perfect instructor. Chris Bates. But, yeah, we were kind of noodling around with playing a tune through the PA with me using nylon brushes. And the mix was all right, where the drums weren't too loud or overpowering the song. But now I'm just kind of like, I've already done a few. Oh, let me show you this one song really quick, though. Yeah, Jack, I know. We wanted to show you earlier. Dude, it's called... Are you still here, Chris? Hopefully. It's called Fugue State. And it's by Wolfpack. And it's short. It's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Yep, you're still here. Cool. Hold on, let me read what you wrote really fast. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Chris is amazing. Chris is an amazing drummer. Unfortunately, I've been MIA for quite a while, so haven't been able to play, and unfortunately. But that's why I'm out here today. And Chris, I got a new phone, and the new phone immediately worked with my EAD. So I'm so happy, dude, that I don't have to go through the 19,000 step process rather than just a quick upload from my phone. I can just mix it on my home entertainment system and then release it rather than having to edit it and do, pay $1 for every song and blah, blah, blah. But this tune is cool, dude. It's called Fugue State.
Fugue State.
Heh.
Alright. That was intentional, just,
But tell me it's the right choice.
Oh.
It's a cool song. I gotta put a little bit of my own flavor in there. one little. It wasn't even an eighth. It was like a 16th note off. But yeah. And I missed the second one. But yeah, that's a cool tune, dude. And I'm getting snagged up on myself because I'm using these nylon brushes. And one of the gaskets came off, so sometimes when I'm trying to do my my sticks are all getting caught together. Like, what up? But yeah, it's a cool tune, dude. It's a really so I'm gonna do a cover of that one pretty soon just to put something out, you know? I haven't put anything out in months. So I gotta put something out, Chris. But boy, I'm glad to see you, man. Thanks for coming through. And perfect timing, because I will be ending soon. Whoops. Yeah, it's cool. Yep. Adios, good friend. I love you. Hey, look what I got to replace the one I gave you before you leave. This is it. You know the drum I gave you? This is the exact copy of that drum, except the polished bead version. So everything is brass, and then I put brass die-cast hoops on it, dude. Of course, I have to have a 30-strander on there, you know that. Even on a 13-inch drum. But yeah, that's what I got to replace the one that you got, dude. Whoa, sorry guys. The one that was all patina brown. Man, I love that. That was my very. No, actually, that's a lie. That was my second snare that I ever got. Was that snare, Chris? The first snare I ever got was that Black Beauty, where the butt plate broke. That was my first one. Oh. Sorry, I should just do this later. There we go. I'm getting tired. But yeah, man. That's what I got to replace it. Obviously gonna have to mount it. But my back is hurting. There we go. Okay. Rubber band man. Hey. Go. Right on. Yeah, right on there, Judy. But yeah, I know you have to go back, but this is what I got to replace it, and then I still have the flange tubes. I just took them off and then put brass die-cast tubes, so everything is brass, fully brass. Thank you for letting me know. I just unplugged the device, so let me give you a quick little tour here. You're coming out of this little box. Sorry, trying to point at it right here. Just that little box. So it's connected all the way across the garage with this cable, and if this cable goes out for any reason, then bye-bye sound. And yeah, I know, but now it's mono and it's my phone. See, that's why I plugged that in, because it makes everything sound better as far as what the audience can hear. But that was a good test run. And Judy, thank you so much, because I didn't have anybody else to give me feedback and be like, no, that's too loud, or yeah, it sounds good, or okay, yeah. You know, whatever the feedback was. So thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. Okay, let me put my books back. You can see I'm getting pretty sweaty here. And that was obviously a call for me to stop, unfortunately. So if all of a sudden it's like, we can't hear you. Oh, okay, that's a sign right there. Time to stop. I think I've said already about 5 times that I was going to stop, so it's time to finally do it. I'm really tired today, too. So, alright, guys. Well, I love you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Judy, pleasure having you. You were really, really nice and sweet and hung out and gave me good feedback and all that stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to turn things off as I pick up my books and I have trouble getting up. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it has been fun. And see, I've already done like a full day of lessons, and I did a bunch of planting today too, my new garden. Of a bunch of lettuce, I don't know, probably like 2 dozen lettuces. And then, yeah, so I did that, then I did lessons, then I played on my own, then I done the live stream, and then I practiced that fugue state song a couple times. But yeah, it's a simple and funky tune. I love that tune. I'm gonna put that up next. It's easy, short enough, and at least it'll give me something that I can put up there. So, thank you guys for hanging. Love you. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see. My whole pad of that finger is gone too while I'm playing. So, but thank you guys for being here. Love you, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Love you.